Alright, this is right where I left off. Just a little recap. Most of my base burned down. Or not most, but about a third. People got really injured in the fire. I got a few burn scars. I did manage to buy 2 Muffalo, which is good. And now, I'm planning on bringing my Muffalo to one of my little outposts to see what I can do about the bears. Some bears. Speaking of bears, rather than to wait around to sell my grizzly bear, I just decided to put him down. More or less because they eat too much. Oh, what? That's really random. I didn't realize boom rat corpses could spontaneously combust. That's good to know. Pretty vicious, if you ask me. I like how Steroid is sleeping with Blackjack and not his wife, Stars. You know, I might actually go rename some of these people. Because let's give them names I can remember. Alright, so you are a pyromaniac brawler. Just call you Pyro. That's what you are. You're Pyro. Stars. Let's see. You are a drunk. Drunk bartender. Careful shooter. I'm not going to do a pun about shots or shooters, but maybe I'll rename you. Not Heineken. I don't know. I'll leave it. I haven't thought of anything. Blackjack, I liked your name. You are Handsome Raider is what you are. Are you gonna die of... So I had a really random, in the last Let's Play, a really random event where basically I had a dog that just like starved himself to death because he never wanted to eat, which was pretty strange. I didn't want a repeat of that. But now, I'm going to go on a little excursion with Doc. Are you hungry? Nope. Alright, I'm going to bring Doc and Spiffy from here with the Muffalo. Doc and Spiffy. I'm going to put the Muffalo to work. Get them to start carrying stuff. Eventually I'll have to train them or whatever, but for now, just put them to work. So now here I am, repairing stuff. Who's left here? Do we have any growers? Nope. Of course, I'm leaving. My remaining growers. That's fine. Blackjack can grow. So they're off on their little journey. Just build the conduit. Jesus. So here's what I wanted to see. If given the extra weight, I can in fact move a polar bear body. But I am not strapped for food right now, so what I'm going to do is move slate blocks, marble. I like marble better. Oh, marble's heavier. Did not know that. Move slate blocks and all the steel. Back. Home. Yeah, I think these Muffalo, that was a good buy. I mean, they're expensive as hell, but I think they're going to be worth it. Now, the really upsetting thing about the house fire I had was the loss of my stash of components that I had built up over time. That's problematic, but I'll have to roll with it. So one thing I'm going to do is cap how much food I make. I'll cap it to, I'll actually cap it to 30. So that I can start making kibble. Because I got some animal mouths to feed. So now as you can see, I've got Muffalo Holland stuff, which is pretty awesome. Oh boy. Oh, that worked out better than I thought. Put you back on your way. Didn't want the polar bear to like ambush me. That'd been bad. Alright, time to unload. I will eventually get these Muffalo trained. Come on, Muffalo. I'm gonna put Pyro on cleanup duty. Actually, was Pyro the cook? Yeah, he's the cook. I'll put Stars on cleanup duty. Put the drunk on cleanup duty. Blackjack, you no longer need to grow. Great. You can start your fire spree down there. Where you can't hurt nothing. Cloth. Yeah, I really don't like, you know, I'm gonna rename him Steroids. Or Steroid, I'm used to him being called Steroid. I really don't like the addition of Steroid. I only saved him because he was married to Stars, and I was hoping they'd keep each other happy, but they barely have a decent opinion of one another, so it doesn't seem to make much of a difference, to be honest. What I can do is start doling out these double beds, get people sleeping together. Tidying up the house. Some insect jelly. So how do I get the gear out of you? Oh. That's simple. Alright. It's pretty straightforward. Boy, did I ever suffer from that fire. At least most of the infrastructure was just damaged and not fully gone. Alright, so this will be Blackjack's room. This will be Doc and Spiffy. I like them better, but they're much more chipper than Stars and Steroid, so that's why I'm giving Stars and Steroid the big one. Hopefully to improve their mood. So we've got Kibble here. So I'm going to put the Kibble outside. And then restrict. Let's see. Let's rename this animals inside. Animals outside. So I have animals inside in case of like riots or whatever. So here we go. Zoning. So what I'm doing here is I'm just having, different zones. So this is going to be the animals outside. I'm going to invert this once I'm done. Invert. So now the animals outside will force my pets, or animals, because I don't really have pets yet, to stay outside and to not eat that food, and they'll feed off of the kibble instead. Then I'm going to work on my other animals inside. So when I want the animals inside, they can just be in the growing area. That's fine. And then shelter in place is for my people. And that's like if there's a toxic fallout or something and I really need them inside for whatever reason. Or a hunter pack that, I have no chance of defeating. That's what that's for. So this is for stars and steroid. Here we go. Got 3 bedrooms. Which is good because steroid's already freaking out. So we got 30 simple meals. Ooh, a raid. A raid somewhere else. I'm just canceling that out because they were going to destroy it anyway, and this way they can bash all they want, but they're not going to break it. So let's rename this freezer. Sorry, Spiffy, I need you to haul that. There's the kibble. Now the next thing I want to do is to improve my power grid a bit, but I need more steel for that, obviously. Want to see something funny? They're going to bash some walls, and then they're going to leave. That's what they do. Just making sure it's not getting too cold. Negative 58, yeah, it's not going to get down that far. Solar flare, but not here. Everyone has tattered, everyone has tattered everything, which was to be expected. I'll eventually get an electric tailor going, but I need more wood. Which means when Doc wakes up, Doc and Spiffy, yeah, I'm gonna go on another excursion here. With Doc and Spiffy, my 2 main colonists. I'm gonna bring 15 to the food, and go northeast, bring in the muffalo. Buffalo should be getting hungry now. Yeah, they're getting hungry. I don't know why they're not feeding. That might be a bug. I mean, there's kibble out that they would eat, because they eat kibble. They eat vegetables, seeds, live plants, meals, processed food, liquor, and kibble. There's kibble sitting right here, but they're not doing anything with it. Brilliant. Alright, so that caravan's headed out. Low medicine. Yeah, my medicine burned up, didn't it? That's problematic. So what damage have they done? Oh, they did a little bit of damage. Punched some holes. What is going on here? This is... They're all their AI is going after the grass. One giant stack of muffalo horde. So I'm aiming to bring back some wood, maybe some steel. That's what that excursion's for. Let's see, power grid. Yeah, that's better. So now when I turn this off, the switch off, these batteries will shut down. Maybe I'll add a little bit of power storage. You know, I don't quite need it. I'm gonna do it when I need it. Alright, Blackjack, what is going on with you? Oh, psychic drone. Alright, where's this muffalo? This muffalo. Oh, crap. That's not what I meant to do. Well done, muffalo. You got a lot accomplished. Alright, so now that my caravan has arrived, they've thoroughly trashed my little outpost here. It's time to rebuild. Wow, there is just no viable trees to cut. Not very many. Not smart. How about you get up? Stop being useless. I'm just trying to rebuild it. I'm sure it'll be raided again. I mean, that's pretty likely to happen. I'll opt for you know, I'm not even going to process the food here. I don't even need to put a door there. I don't really care. Power. Let's put the battery in there. So at least the muffalo can graze here in this zone. That way they're not eating my food. Uranium? I have no use for that. So everything looks alright here. They got some of the insect jelly inside. Before it spoiled. It looked like most of it got spoiled. And time to just continue. Who's visiting? You are. And you're visiting an outpost I have not used in a while. No meditation. Ain't no time for that. Huh. No empty place configured to store it. Why not? It's very strange. This is... I'll rebuild that stockpile. Maybe that's a bug. Yeah, that's very strange. I don't know why it's not registering this stockpile as viable. Huh. Alright, so they're hauling that. you into a grower, because the plants are done. Yeah, I don't quite understand what's going on there. That's alright. I'm here for steel, but also wood. What is... Oh, right. You have the meals. Didn't realize I get loaded in the muffalo. I'll let the muffalo eat them too. I don't really care. I think I'm doing alright for food, wood, and all that. So how's my other colony doing? We're replanting. We got plenty of food. 20 to be exact. Don't need to worry about that. Actually, it's more complicated than it really needs to be. All I need to do is install it there. I want her to start cut down. Nope, don't mind. I want you to cut down trees. Steroid minor break. I call bullshit. You're fine. Alright. Oh my god. Alright, fine. Huh. My muffalo, drop some milk. Alright, if you're gonna be digging it, that stuff, might as well dig here. I'm not exactly sure why I can't use that, that area there. More uranium. But it's nice and warm. This is secluded. Everyone's doing alright. Looking pretty good, I gotta say. I mean, no real threat, no real issues, no real events. Kind of boring, really. I mean, I need to kick it up a notch or something. So it looks like I'm gonna need some meat here for the kibble. There's plenty of muffalo here, but that also means I need a butcher here because I can't carry the raw muffalo. I mean, that's ridiculously heavy. So all these guys are just bored, but I really don't have much for them to do. I'll take the couple with silver and a crappy toque, beaver skin, husky fur, boom rat, and have them go to market. Blackjack holds down the fort. Hopefully no raids happen. I do want to start creating my own clothing here, so I'll have Blackjack consolidate some of our storage here. No cloud watching here. Get to work. It is interesting, you know, managing so many different. Here we go. That's really awkward. It's totally not what I wanted him to do. There we go. Now you're getting it. I don't actually need to haul that stuff. Simply because, I'll just load it up into a muffalo eventually anyway. So speaking of which, I did want to do some hunting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a dump pile here, have Doc get some wood. If he would stop cloud watching. I mean, he's like super happy. He has no needs, really. But he just wants to cloud watch like a useless little idiot all the time. What I need him to do is gather enough wood for a butcher table. Because carrying a whole muffalo is dreadfully inefficient where I could just, carry the meat. It'd be a lot easier. There we go, that's enough wood. Oh, they arrived probably a while ago, I just didn't notice. Okay. So I brought them here in hopes to find some components, but it doesn't seem they have any, so I'm just gonna say be done with it. Just sell what you have. This will be a lot of meat. Meat and muffalo leather. Alright, let's help you out a little bit. Nope, there's no reason why you can't just fire from this distance. So the chance of them going manhunter is pretty slim. Alright, so there's only one muffalo left. You know what? My colonists here are so happy I can just force them into a forced march. They wouldn't care. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to force them to work throughout the night. Wow, alright, come on. How bad are you? You're 9. Huskies join. Great. More mouths to feed. Ooh, medicine. I like that. I think because she's tired, she's just a terrible shot. Alright, you finished all your kibble. Once I get some of this, whoa. Okay, eat raw, whatever. You're so happy it won't really matter. Once I get some of this butchered, and I'll eat and rest, then I'll head back. Whoa. I forgot about that dead elk. It's been a while. That's a hell of a lot of meat, though. That is a lot of meat. Dromedaries. Dromedaries carry stuff, so that's actually pretty useful. I just don't think... Let me take a look at them again. I don't think they're suited for this temperature. Nope, they're really not. Which means I'm going to move them back to base and sell them or slaughter them. Where are Thrumbos? Wow, just everyone's joining. Jesus. My batteries are nearly full. Now, I would hunt this Thrumbo, but I don't think the two of my people could take them out. You know, if I had all five, that'd be another thing, but two, that's not going to happen. It's going to get someone killed. It's a risk I'm not willing to take, because I am not safe scumming. Alright, so you are well rested enough, I suspect. So now, I'm going to carry pretty much everything back to base. Leave this little base here, so here we go. Caravan. All the meat, components, leather, elkite, and all but one of the steel. But you know what, I'm gonna ditch some of the steel for wood. There we go. That is a lot of stuff. Will they get ready? There isn't much micromanaging to be done here. So they've actually produced more food in this town than have used, which is great. Because when I left, they had 20, and now they have 24, which means my rate of growth is pretty good. This looks silly. So I really want an electric smelter, and I really want a electric tailor, or even hand tailor me. I mean, there's people that have so much downtime I could hand tailor things, and that'd be fine. But I don't have the wood for it, and this trip, although profitable, has not yielded enough for me. Enough wood. I didn't focus on it. So that will be next trip. This was a steel trip, and it paid off. More huskies? Seriously? I'm gonna have a whole damn sled team soon. I'm just leaving them there. I simply am not gonna stop my caravan and redo that. I have a whole lot of huskies. I have 8 or something. I mean, there's something wrong with the difficulty. It just keeps giving me easy things to deal with over and over and over. It's probably not the way it's supposed to be. Alright, now... I'm going to say to my animals, to the dromedary and muffalo, that they need to be inside, so that unloading them, it doesn't take so long. Because moving the food like this is going to take forever. Although my characters are seemingly happy to do it like that. Which is silly. Doc and Spiffy stole their beds. It's fine. Wow, they were all very tired, weren't they? So yeah, I mean, you know, things are going pretty well. I don't have any physical turret defenses. That's something I really want. But I did want to build it in plasteel. and not regular, because it is so difficult to get steel to my base on sea ice that I wanted plasteel for its durability, and I'm still gonna hold out for plasteel. I think I'll get it eventually. All right, here we go. This will be a lot easier. Gear. Alright, so my dromedaries are done. Kick them outside. No, quit eating my plants. Freeloaders. Buffalo 1 is done. So, oh, they're both named Buffalo 1? Yeah, that's brilliant. Male 1. Can I see gender here? Yes. So the male 1's done. Alright. No. Kick you outside. Just dropping the rest of the stuff there. I mean, it's under shelter. I just don't want them inside eating my rice. Alright, so Doc and Spiffy, you are just woke up. So what I'm gonna do with you guys? Man, you never rest. Doc, Spiffy, and all of them are going to market. With my silver, my uranium, because I'll keep the uranium. Yep. With the silver. And you're gonna head south. Wicked never rest. No, I still have dogs in the other zone. Somewhere. I still have dogs here. I just don't have a use for dogs. I mean, they're great when you have to haul a lot of stuff, but I don't have a lot of stuff. So there's not a lot of hauling to be done. Here we go. Off. Go. Oh, that's not acceptable. Got a kick in my backup power. Yeah, I obviously have to expand my power generation. I just had a bit of an issue there. So let's increase the amount of power I can store as well. Yeah, I can move batteries around later. Now, the issue is I don't have very many components, so hopefully that will change when I get trading. All you can construct. Now, the issue with the kibble is I think kibble is only created from a butchered body, so what I'm going to need to do is use these muffalo to move the polar bear corpses over, so I can turn the corpses into kibble straight away. It would help if I got some wind. Great. Failing at that, that's wonderful. Oh, it was a bad failure too, it wasted half the steel. Alright, so you arrived. Selling the dogs, selling the dromedaries. I don't know what this tribe is going to do with the dromedaries, to be perfectly honest. Let's see. I could buy plasteel, but at a super steep price. I'm really tempted to just buy wood, to be perfectly honest. Just because it's such a pain to get, I'm going to buy some wood. I'm going to buy as much as I can carry, which is not much. Oh, wow. 50? No. 40? Yes. 40 wood. I guess I am already carrying like stacks and stacks and stacks of silver, so that doesn't help. Alright, so how are you, Muffalo, doing on food? You need food. Wouldn't hurt to get you trained too. Alright, so now I have a good amount of power generation here. But I basically ran myself out of components, which I'll have to go mine for. Eventually I'll be able to craft them. I mean, I can disassemble some scythers, but it's a short-term solution for a long-term problem. Oh, I am making kibble. Oh, so do until you have... Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. 110. More medicine. Up at Polar Bear Town. Now, I was thinking of sending Stars and Steroid out, but they're already pretty tired, so I'll let them sleep. I'm doing pretty well. I mean, things are going smooth. Smooth is good, I suppose, but, you know, made some expansions. What I really need to do is address clothing. Clothing is next. So I got my medicine back, so I need components and clothing. And I certainly have enough leather and wool and stuff for clothing. I just don't have the capacity to manufacture anything right now. Which reminds me, I'm just gonna send... No, I want Doc to wake up. I'll force him awake. Make him eat. Alright, so Doc, Spiffy, Blackjack. Stars, what about you? I'm gonna wake you up. Lazy lout. Lazy drunk lout. Alright, there we go. So I'm gonna send everyone but Blackjack north. I'm gonna send them with 20 meals. And that's it. Because I need wood and I need components. Blackjack can hold the fort down, I hope. There isn't much for him to do, unless there's a raid. And if there's a raid, well, so be it. I'll run him around in circles. Giving him something to build. Just in case I have visitors. Wow, he is really bad at constructing. That he is. Failing constantly. I mean, there's always a little bit of wastage, but I don't really think I have any good constructors. So, it doesn't really matter who does it. There's going to be failures. Alright, they got there pretty quick. So what I'm going to do here, which I should have done before, is create a little zone, animal area, and just like plop it centrally around so that all my animals don't go wandering. That way the food is central and loading them and unloading them isn't so painful. Also feed the wolves. Or huskies, rather. They're not wolves. Alright, so I'm getting... No, that's not really a stockpile. I'm getting good wood now. Components. However I can find. Is this uranium? No, that's marble. It's funny to see elk when I live on sea ice and be like, you know what? I'm good on meat. I've got like 600 meat. It's a luxury, really. I mean, everything's been going my way. So, very, very lucky. Spiffy, what are you doing? I guess I don't have enough beds. That's fair. And Steroid is the only one taking it up. Alright, so that is Doc and Spiffy's bed. And then the other two. Guess we're spending in the night here. I mean, that's the purpose of this little cabin. And I'm sure this cabin inevitably will get burned to the ground. I mean, that's what happens to everything I make that's nice. It burns. But it's warm, and it's shelter. Unfortunately, I forgot to set up their sleeping places, so everyone fell asleep outside already, which is not ideal. Slaver is visiting my nothing base. Congratulations, have fun with that. And oh, getting attacked immediately. Alright, so what weapons do I have? Stars and Steroid, you're useless. Utterly. So Doc and Spiffy, it's you. You are going for the melee, you bitch. There we go. Buffalo, putting some skin in the game. Alright, thank you, Muffalo. Wow. Spiffy's gonna need some healing. But that's alright. Doc is a phenomenal Doc. And then... oops. Shut them down. Muffalo are unharmed. Well, not unharmed, but not permanently damaged. Spiffy's fine. All's well, given that I was attacked. Surprise, immediate attack. Could have been worse. Major break. Oh, shut up. Idiot. You have it so good. You were being chased by pirates. I fucking saved your ass from fucking being raped by pirates. How do you thank me? You stress about the shelter I put over your head, about the food I put in your belly. You little pyro piece of crap. As you can see, I favor some of my colonists over others. I'm very honest about that. Ooh, I'm getting a baby. Baby Muffalo. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is, who's good at mining? Spiffy, you're good at mining, as is Stars, so Steroid and Doc, you're into hauling. And I better check on Blackjack, although I suspected he's fine. He's in a well-stocked base. Just with no components. That is changing. Nope, nope. No, you don't. Hey, plasteel. Nope. Got enough mouths to feed as it is. Sorry, whoever you are. not be saving you this time. Alright, so I have a few components, got more in the works. Once I mine out those nodes, I'll probably send my caravan back and call it good for this recording session. Alright, so I want Spiffy to work. So I'm gonna take her off of bed rest initially. There should be more wood. Yeah, there is more wood. She's just being lazy. Ouch. That's annoying. You got destroyed. Spiffy, you didn't mine anything. What the hell? You're not super not tired, so... Come on. Do your work. There, now you can haul that all back. Why are you... You're cleaning because I told you to. Now you're mining. I am almost done. This little outpost. Ew, that's gross. Less bed rest for you guys. That's more wood. Whatever, steroid. Meathead. I have half a mind to just exile Steroid and Stars. I mean, Stars is alright. She's helpful. She's just a bit of a lush or a drunk, but they're not all helpful. Now, here's a question I do not know the answer to. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm leaving Roids behind. He can catch up when he leaves his bad mood. That is the decision I have just made. You know what? I want to bring this with me too. Let's try this again. Items. Yeah, there's the corpse. Alright. I can carry it. That's great. I'll even bring some slag with me. Blackjack's just enjoying his little temporary bachelor pad. No one there to bother him at all. Stars is getting his psycho steroid. You enjoying yourself, steroid? Off they go. While steroid is still in his broken little mental state. That's fine. Yep, So it looks like the power I did helped. Ooh, I have a visitor. I have 3 full batteries and 2 backups. That is what I like to see. Oh, but my caravan is resting on the road. Fortunately, they make shelter for themselves. They seem to be fine when they do that. And they're 10 hours out. Steroid, on the other hand, is still a little mental case. He has not been changing. Which is fine. He's just going to starve himself to death. He doesn't get his head in the game soon. It's fine by me. Don't particularly like him. Caravan ambushed. Okay. Alright, stars. There are melee only, so go stand in the way. So I'm done having Spiffy and Doc get hurt. Oh, now they're fleeing. Wow, my huskies were so hungry, they're just eating everything they can. Alright, so let's see, I don't care about the... Actually, hold on, before I do that. Oh, they're dead. I don't want their gear if they're dead. So I got some more meals out of it, and a few melee weapons. Oh, but I'm overweight. Oh no, I have enough. There we go. Well, thanks, Steroid. You're there for your wife when she needed you most. During a bandit raid. Super helpful you are. Why am I on, oh, there we go. For a second I thought I was forced on slow, but now I'm up to speed again. Spending my roof line. It's partly so that people that die right at the entrance, their items won't decay, but also so that snow doesn't pack on. Speaking of which, I will create a shovel zone under my current roof so that I can move around a little easier when I'm in base. Alright, so my convoy's back. I'm going to create a new zone. So unload. Bet you know what this is going to do. I bet you can guess. Unload, I want you to stand right here. So animals, unload. Why work hard when you can work smart? Now animals, be outside. And give them some sleeping spots so they can heal. Oh, Doc's already trained them for obedience. I'll be damned. That's probably why they assisted during that little fight there. Steroid, wow, you are a space case, my good man. You are super not helpful. So now I have components. Yeah, I got everything I need. Production, smelter. The first thing I want. So here's what I'm thinking. This can be a crafting room, but I need another bedroom. So I was... Oop, that's my bad. I was thinking of creating a bedroom there, moving these walls back to here and creating another room here, but I'll have to move the butcher table. So that's indeed what I will do. I'll create a hallway and a bedroom. And like everything else, I'll do it symmetrically. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Which means I'm moving my storage. Huh. Yeah, forgot about that. Alright, so steroid is going to be helpful again. So although you don't see it because I haven't explained it yet, I'm picturing something like that. This and there. And that way I have a hallway that can expand outwards further, and bedrooms. Not spacious, but not terrible. I'll just have to heat them better. And now I have a work area. So let's see. Do I want vents? Yes, I do. Yep, that should do. Now the trouble, I have to remake my kibble area. I've got my stockpile moved. Alright, so you have had enough rest. Let's see if you have the ability to make it back to your friends. I could bail him out, but I don't care. I mean, he had a little mental break. Wah, wah, wah. If he dies, he dies. I am not going out of my way to rescue him. But I'm pretty sure he'll make it back. Fairly certain. Ooh, that is not good. Okay. So let's figure this out. Animals. Inside. Humans. Shelter in place. And let's change the shelter, because I just changed the footprint. Shelter in place will look like this. Right. This does not bode well for steroid. Or my muffalos, for that matter. But I can't really help them. If I go out there, I'm dead. Very, very dead. If I go out there, there's just too many wargs. Although my Muffalo is badass. So here's what I'm thinking. Where's Doc? So I told them to get inside, but they did not do that quick enough. Now I'll be able to maybe isolate them. So let's see. Shelter in place. Stars, you get on this side. Oh my god. It just keeps getting better. I want her to... Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, these stupid animals weren't smart enough to, you know, move in time. I'll do what I can to save them, but I was going to sell them anyway. Wake up. Jesus. Maybe I just needed to break the sleeping spot. Alright, now I'm going to change my animals inside. Nope, that's correct. Just as long as I control my human. No, don't open that. Oh, okay. I didn't need that toe. I mean, the good thing here is I needed kibble. I am in the process of making kibble. Lots of it. But I am not entirely sure why my animals aren't listening to the animals inside order. They're kind of wandering around. But I think that's because... There we go. That'll fix it. Oh, don't shoot me. Alright, you fucking idiot. Stop shooting me in the ass. Doc is without a nose now. No help to Blackjack, who just kept plugging me in the butt. Alright, Spiffy, your help would be appreciated. Come on, Spiff. Alright, once they leave, you build that goddamn wall. No, you don't need... It's... The steel's right there. Oh, I know why. Restrict... Unrestricted. Oh, I'm gonna try to save his ass. But not at the cost of my own. As much as you want to save stars, she's not really bleeding anymore. Let's go save Steroid. Who is somehow fine. I mean, not fine, but not being murdered. Get inside, Blackjack. One less. Alright, Spiffy, just hold on. We're almost done. That might be the last of them. Oh. Someone needs to go rescue that idiot. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Bed rest for everyone. Doc, you need to get in a fucking bed already. Jesus Christ. No, Steroid doesn't get medicine. Are you kidding me? Alright, feed him. Well, that was rough and bloody and totally successful. Because now I have Volcanic Winter. Where? Oh, at my Tundra Outpost. Alright, so how are we doing? Who needs treatment? Blackjack needs treatment. Steroid is getting the last of his treatment. Nope, Blackjack don't need that. Put that down. But do help him. How's my Muffalo? Good. Wolves are good. Stars is in a daze, that's fine. Alright, so it's like totally, utterly repulsive in my base now. So let's fix that. Why aren't you people cooking? Stop eating raw. You guys are crazy. Alright, well now that I've recovered from that horrible attack, I guess this is a good place to save. So I'll do that now. Thanks for watching, and good luck in your own RimWorld endeavors.